Let's talk Iowa State hoops with TJ Otzelberger, Iowa State men's basketball coach, along with James Westling. I'm Ari Temkin, and this is Big 12 Radio at Big 12 Basketball Media Days. How are you, TJ?
Doing great, thanks, Ari.
Appreciate your time, as always. It's weird to be talking to a coach with, like, a pretty high level of consistency across their roster. I mean, that's so unique in college basketball right now. I mean, most teams are like introducing themselves to each other at this start of the year, and here you are. I mean, you've got new players, but for the most part, you got a lot of guys back from last year's team. How much of an advantage does that give you in a world where not many teams have that?
Well, we're fortunate, not only the 5 guys who return, the retention piece, but also what they are, who they are as people, their game, how they all fit together, the pride they have in our program. That's also part of it. So it gives us an edge when we start our workouts in the summer, when you have guys that could say, this is how we've done things here, this is how we do things here, this is the standard, certainly. So, and then those guys have familiarity with each other's strengths, how to play together. I think that gives you a sense of confidence offensively. So something that we need to use as a strength that benefits us. Hopefully it serves us well in terms of getting off to a great start to the season.
Coach, last year, towards the tail end, you guys were pretty beat up. So tell us this season about, with all the returners you have coming back, but also what you learned about making sure that you have quality depth in this league in the postseason.
Well, I think more than anything, for our team, we play a style that we want to be physical, we want to be rugged, we want to get after the basketball, pressure people, turn them over. And so there's certain personnel on our team that really helps do a great job of that. And certainly Tamin Lipsey, who's here with us today, sets the tone for us both on both sides of the floor. So, when you're at deficit physically, that puts you in a tough spot when you want to play defense where you impose your will. And so certainly having depth is a huge benefit if you're fortunate enough to do so. And it's something that we know is necessary to play in the Big 12.
Is there a balance in, playing too difficult of a non-conference schedule and not being like, you obviously want to play up in competition and get ready for those types of games, and certainly playing the Big 12 does, but I mean, is there a balance there between playing too difficult of a non-conference schedule?
Well, I think every coach has to know their team, right? And what that team needs on a particular year for them to be at their best is going to be important. The teams that have the best character and resiliency can endure taking a loss or having a hard game and a hard-fought loss and knowing that they're going to be better for it. What you've got to protect against is when you have too many of those opportunities and they can start to challenge your confidence or they can challenge your belief in winning. And so it's always a juggling or balancing act for a coach year in and year out to do its best for that program and their team. And something we'll continue to, be very intentional with.
TJ, who are the guys that have to fill that void from Curtis Jones, who was just a walking bucket last year at times in Big 12 play?
Yeah, it's a big shoes to fill. I mean, Kurt was north of 17 points a game, and in league play had so many games where he just had it rolling, and that's challenging. It's not a one-person come right in and do that job, and so I think for us it's going to come down to having better ball movement, guys sharing the ball better, a willingness to make the extra pass, and understanding what great shots are for our team, but it's going to have to be a collective effort because we've brought in some transfers, we've got some good freshmen, but none of them are in position that we should be asking them, hey, we need 17 tonight and be the most aggressive scoring guard in the conference. That's who Kurt was for us a year ago.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm asking every coach their thoughts on zone defense. What are your thoughts on the zone?
Yeah, I mean, zone is it's a necessary thing in terms of keeping teams off balance and providing a different look, changing the rhythm or the momentum of a game, certainly. For us, our program's built on a physical man-to-man defense that we take a lot of pride in, but we're not too stubborn to say that there's not a right time to consider playing zone and what that might be for your team. So our preference is certainly man, and that's probably the 80-90% in our program. And always will be, but like the zone is a necessary thing that can be a resource.
Is it like when you think about zone, how do you think about it? Do you think in terms of like a 1-3-1, 2-3, or is it more like variations of those?
Well, we play a defense where we try to turn people over a lot with our aggressiveness, and so we want to also play a zone that's reflective of our personalities. So something that generates more turnovers. So it doesn't mean, we favor one over another. Like 1-3-1's probably a little more high risk, high reward. If we were to play some 2-3, it'd probably be with some trapping the ball in certain places or doing things to be disruptive as well.
Well, it's got to be nice having a point guard who's like 37 years old, because Taman has been at Iowa State forever and played in so many high-level games. I mean, what does he mean to Iowa State basketball?
Yeah, he means so much to us, so we're going to try to keep him for another 10 years.
Yes, there is.
You know, home is in Ames. I don't think anybody, with all the waivers and things that people have going these days,
Right.
Why would you want to move a guy from his home? Why wouldn't you want to allow him to fulfill his dream in his hometown with the people that he loves? Like,
Play into his 40s.
yeah, so that's what I think. I think Taman's, 22 or whatever now, and I think he should be able to. To play mid-30s probably. I'd be fine with that, like 35, 36. So we'll continue to extend his eligibility, and we'll force the NCAA to peel him off the court next season.
There it is. In a league with a lot of great coaches, T.J. Otzelberger takes a backseat to none of them. Appreciate your time as always, Coach. Good luck this season. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
T.J. Otzelberger, Iowa State head basketball coach, joining us here on Big 12 Radio and Big 12 Studios. Appreciate it. Let's talk Iowa State Cyclones hoops here from Men's Basketball Media Days, T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. Talk with Milan Momcilovic, Taman Lipsey, and Joshua Jefferson. And as you guys sat down, it was like, this is weird talking to three guys on the same team that were on the same team last year. How much of an advantage does that give you where a lot of other teams are introducing themselves at this point of the year?
I think it gives us a huge advantage, bringing a group of three guys, including two more guys that are returning from last year's team, but just having that core to bring into this team this new year, and bringing those new members in and kind of just helping them throughout the year, and just bringing them into the program and helping them adapt to how we do things at Iowa State.
It's huge. I think our chemistry is really good. Coming from last year, I think we all played really well with each other. And then just trying to fill in those new guys and teach them what we know with the league, and then showing them the ropes.
Yeah, I think kind of like they said, is we know how to play with each other now. So it's not going to take like a couple games to learn each other and how they play. We know how each other plays and our tendencies and what we like and what we don't like.
Feels like injuries derailed last year. Did you guys peak too early last season?
Yeah, I mean, truth of the matter is we did peak too early. I think we got up to number 2 in the country, and then we
Went over Auburn. Is that what it was? It was like a crazy week where you won like 2 games against top 5 teams.
Yeah, I think that was, I don't know when that was, but and then it kind of went downhill. We got a couple injuries, so a lot of things happened. But I think it was a great learning experience for all of us.
Yeah, and I think our staff and our trainers have done a much better job of trying to keep us healthy throughout the whole year, changing what we're doing on our lifts, and then just prioritizing our bodies, so making that we can maintain that success throughout the whole year this year.
Yeah, I'd say we learned a lot from last year, like Joshua said, with our bodies and how to maintain that throughout this year. So putting more emphasis on that, because the ceiling was super high for us last year. We just reached it a little too early, and then weren't able to maintain it. So just learning from that whole experience.
I'm curious what you guys each think of T.J. Otzelberger. What stands out about him as a coach?
His
Or
energy,
person.
For both coaching and just him as a person, his energy, his daily habits, what he does every day. He's super consistent. He's always in the weight room before practice, and just the things he goes on to do in his day, it seems like they're always the same thing. He knows how to go about them, and that's why we respect him so much, is because he does it. He's not just telling us to do it.
Yeah, I think just harping off of Taman, his consistency is what he tries to emulate in all of us. Just trying to be consistent every single day, not having too many high days, too many low days, just being consistent all the way through.
Yeah, he's just a great leader of men, and he knows how to lead a program. He knows how to get everyone at the right spot, right time, and just the things he does to make this team and make this program good. That's how great of a leader he is.
Taman, is there a better on-ball defender in the country than you?
I personally don't think so. I think we got a lot of good on-ball defenders on our team, though, which is going to help us this year. Killian Torre is a freshman for us, and we've been going at each other. I've been out recently, but this summer and early fall, the energy that he brings to on-ball defense is super impressive, especially for a freshman. But that's something I take pride in, is being a great on-ball defender and just a defender in general, and making it tough for the guy I'm going against and causing turnovers and speeding them up, and whatever I can do. But I take pride in that, and I feel like I'm the best in the country.
How are you feeling? You mentioned you've been out, and obviously you've had some health injury concerns over the last couple of years. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, last couple of years have been a lot of ups and downs with injuries, which sucks, but sometimes that happens with basketball. So I had an MCL sprain a couple weeks back, so been recovering from that. At first, it was really slow, not being able to do much, but it was in a brace, but no longer in a brace. Jogged for the first time a couple days ago, and just taking those steps to try to be on pace to play.
Did you have like an eye issue last year? I was trying to remember exactly. You had like an eye issue or something?
I broke my thumb. I had a shoulder injury and a groin injury.
Okay, so not an eye. It was the thumb.
Yeah.
Never had an eye injury. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. I remembered it differently. Yeah, thumbs. Thanks, Si. Appreciate it. Good luck this year, guys. Appreciate it very much. It's fun to watch you play, and can't wait to see the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.